What's up, gamers, and welcome back to another Gamer Jooce episode. You know we always get straight on into the content, and it is no different today. Number 10, the secret of the bind button. Why not kick our video off with one of the best features Microsoft could possibly come up with? It's their budget-friendly, eco-friendly, and magnifying secret in the bind button. It's hiding an IR blaster that syncs your new console to its controllers. If you recognize that glossy black look to it, maybe you'll remember it from the same IR blaster on the Xbox One S and X, which lets us use a normal infrared remote instead of the one that needs to be synced up to the console. So not only could you use your old Xbox One remote, you have a wild range of compatible third-party remotes for whenever you want to stream or even just enjoy a Blu-ray movie. No need for spending tons of more money on upgrading your remote. I consider this an absolute win. Number 9, the Xbox Series X can capture 60 frames per second. And speaking of streaming, did you know that the streaming and sharing features have become a core part of the Xbox Series X experience? The new console is capable of amazingly capturing gameplay at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. If you put the Xbox Series X next to the Xbox One, you'll find a vast difference. The Xbox One was also able to record in 4K resolution, but its capture was half the power, at 30 frames per second. Number 8, you can preload games before paying for them. Here is another uber exciting feature you may not have known about the Xbox Series X. You can download any game from Microsoft's digital storefront even if you don't quite own it yet. Of course, you won't be able to access them until after the payment goes through, but the games will be waiting for you in your library, both of you anxiously waiting until it's unlocked. Pre-installing games on the Xbox Series hard drive ahead of launch allows you to boot the game as soon as the disc is inserted into the drive, dramatically minimizing those frustrating download times that halt your excitement on launch days. This ability to pre-install titles works for the Microsoft console's Game Pass subscription service. So, to get this working, all you need to do is head on over to the Xbox Game Pass app on your mobile device or your console and find the Coming Soon section. You'll find that not all games are available on the Coming Soon, but this feature is still awesome. Number 7, change the volume of party members. This is one of our favorites. It's the feature we didn't know we needed, but once Microsoft announced it, we desperately wanted it on every device we have. This hidden feature allows us to adjust the volume of party members. Ever had one particular teammate or friend shouting war cries in your ear, distracting the rest of your squad? Yeah, that's not a problem anymore. Instead of turning down the volume for the entire team, you can adjust the volume for that particular friend. Number 6, the hidden Master Chief Easter egg. At number 6, we have this secret, the hidden Master Chief Easter egg. To find it, and we don't recommend actually trying to find it unless you know a little bit about what you're doing, you'll need to not disassemble the console, but just its outer casing. There, on the side of the internal fan system, is the hidden engraving of Halo's Master Chief. This is an awesome tribute to one of Xbox's best games. Number 5, Gears 5 themes? At number 5, here's this awesome feature. Xbox Series X offers the aesthetically pleasing chance to change the default color scheme. This new addition features several dynamic dashboard options that will allow creative players to imprint their vibrant personalities onto the menu navigation. So next time you're staring at the Xbox's main screen, just tap the View button and you'll find a plethora of customization options. Add, move, and remove anything you don't like that's on your home screen. For playing with the aesthetic of the operating system, click on the My Color and Background. Xbox Series X also features a lot of themes that are inspired by fan-favorite titles for the Xbox Game Studios, such as Gears 5, Sea of Thieves, and more. Number 4, the Family app. We don't know how much this feature will be useful to you, but we do know it's a lifesaver for parents. The Xbox Family app. Let's say you just bought your kids a new Xbox Series X, but you're a little worried about what they might be up to or what they might stumble across. The Xbox Family app is here to put all of your worries to an end. The Family app gives parents easily access control on what your kids can play on the console and who they play with. The application gives users permission to give friends and party invitations. It can allow you to set time limits on just how long the Xbox Series X can be played for and a lot more. Kids, you've been warned, and parents, here's your key to a healthier gaming time for your loved ones. Number 3, smart delivery. Coming in at number 3, we have the Smart Delivery feature. So the Xbox Series X and S are sadly not launching any new major marquee exclusives, but don't lose all hope. Players won't be limited to just playing backwards compatible games. No, Microsoft came through and added improved performance for several games that they optimized for the new console. So they'll have better performances across the board, higher frame rates, sharper visuals, and more. The Smart Delivery feature allows you to receive this new next-gen version of the games you already own, but have been improved upon automatically. If you want to instantly find out whether you've been playing the upgraded version of a game or not, just look at its icon. If you can find the small X/S stamp in the lower left corner, then you'll know for sure you're playing an optimized game. And here's a bonus feature. You can organize your game by generation. In the Games tab, just head on over to My Games and Apps and pick the Filter drop-down menu. Change that All Console Types to Optimize for Xbox Series XS games. Number 2, it's happening now. This is so cool. Have you guys noticed this new option in the Friends tab of the Xbox guide? This is happening now, and this option allows you to instantly find where your party is living their best virtual lives. It gives users a quick and clear overview of who is playing what, and altogether eases that time-consuming problem of trying to figure out where all your friends are game and party-wise, as well as just helping you find the right party to join. So jump headfirst into where the action is at its most intense. You'll also be able to use the Looking for Group function so that you can get matched with other players who are looking to enlist for a multiplayer activity such as yourself. And finally, number 1, Quick Resume. Alright, we saved the most exciting feature for last. Is the mystique behind the Quick Resume feature in the feature itself, or how it actually works? Let's find out. First of all, let's explain what the game suspension function that's called Quick Resume. So, drastically faster loading times have been the major selling points for the new Xbox Series X, the cheaper Xbox Series S, and the PlayStation 5. It's a minutes to seconds difference, but while all three share this awesome upgrade, only Microsoft has been able to do what PlayStation never could. Using Microsoft's Xbox Velocity architecture, which has a combination of the custom PCI 4.0 SSD, improved data decompressions, custom APIs, and sampler feedback streaming, basically, the Xbox is able to render game texture better and more efficiently. Games can be loaded from frozen states, and the console can capture instances of the game you're playing and store it in the SSD. That same Xbox Velocity architecture allows players to load up this instance in the game within seconds and drop you back exactly where you left off. Now, the Quick Resume feature allows you to flick through games like pages of a book in a matter of seconds and not several frustrating minutes. Then you can get back to right where you left off. You can jump from Tony Hawk Pro Skater to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, then jump right back into whichever game you want. You should just keep in mind that Quick Resume doesn't always work the way you want it to. It's fickle like that. One time, you may be trying to switch from a multiplayer and you'll find yourself launched back into the lobby or the menu. So there's a limit on how many games you can dip your foot into at once. And you will not receive a warning on which game you will be booted out of or won't find waiting for you to come back to. Generally, the Xbox Series X can juggle up to 5 game instances in the SSD at the same time. If you want to be able to tell whether or not Quick Resume is working, you'll find a label that will appear in the top right-hand corner of your display when you load up a previously played game. Alrighty gamers, we hope you enjoyed the list because that's going to wrap it up. If you did in fact watch the video all the way through, we appreciate you so much and hope you enjoyed it enough to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell because we're always releasing more content. As always, we'll see you in the next one.